send 3 rigs to every fire, 3 engines at least.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
we, yeah, so.
Okay. Here's Team 223 West K. There's the boss.
Oh, yes.
Let's see what we got here. Can I do this?
I'm good right here. Yep.
I gotta tip it up just a little more.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Just want to make sure you can see it too. You see it? Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna touch it. All right. Cast iron. So I'll just right off the bat, this looks really good for the age of the house.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
This part is.
Didn't know with all that pitting and all that other kind of
So-
stuff. I mean, I'm assuming that's cast.
Yeah,
So-
it's gonna. So the day it got put in and water got to it, it started rusting.
Yeah,
That's just the
that's
reality.
cast. Yeah, that's.
That is just the reality. So it's a little constricted, but I don't get. Nothing to get worked up over.
Good.
There's a little bump.
I was gonna say there were quite a few bulges that the guy didn't know what.
This is all just buildup. It looks like, more than likely, it's clogged right in this area at some point.
Okay.
And stuff just sat. How long have you been in this house?
4 years.
Okay.
Not long.
This happened before you got here. So.
This right here.
Yeah, this is it's made a trough, right?
Yeah.
So something has caused this to be a restriction here, and all that stuff that you see on the side is buildup.
Sure. Even this, all the stuff on the bottom, like
Yeah.
over here on this side too.
Yep.
Okay.
So I always tell people what I want to see in cast iron when I'm looking at this thing. I want to see a nice tight black circle way back in the background.
Gotcha.
When I start seeing it and it looks like an old-fashioned keyhole or the back of a black widow spider,
Sure.
then we've got what we call channeling.
Gotcha.
And channeling just means somehow, some way there is a restriction in the flow,
Sure.
which is
That makes
not
sense.
what we want.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Oh no,
I
I'm.
hope just as much on the coming back as I do, as I do going forward. Okay, so got some standing water there, which you shouldn't have any standing water.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what it says here.
We've got a fairly good size restriction there. That looks like tree roots. Let's see if I can change through there. Yep. Some of that water go away. This actually is part of the job.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep.
Okay. No, this isn't any sense of the fun. So what you've got there is what we call, so there's 2 things that we look for outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a few things, but when it comes to the joints and the joint health of the pipes, so they get put together like this, right?
Yep.
So we're going downhill towards the street, they
Yep.
come together like this. They all move eventually.
Sure.
Okay, so if they move like this, I don't care, because I got gravity on my side. We're
Yeah,
going
you got
up to down, right? If it moves like this, then we start talking about grading separations. We have stage 1, stage 2, and then it's pretty much collapsed after that. And then they do side to side,
Sure.
which can restrict flow.
Now, is this a joint right here?
So
That the tree roots
you
is
see,
just kind of.
see right there, that's 2 pieces of pipe coming together.
Oh, this right here.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's one of those separations that's kind of going to the side.
Okay.
And it's not.
Now,
I don't hate it.
Now what? I mean, I'm assuming there's a big bell, and then
Yep. Slides in.
the male.
Yep.
Now what? They're supposed to. I mean, when they were installed, they fit snug, correct?
Yep.
And then, so what causes? So what is actually moving? I guess is what I'm.
The ground.
Okay, so the
The
ground.
ground shifts, and this stuff moves with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's inconsistent, so you'll
Okay.
get, so our frost level here is 42 inches.
Yep.
So in the real cold winters, it's gonna get down. Well, as that frost expands, the further it pushes down, it's pushing the dirt
Yep.
down
Yep.
now, and that's moving this dirt.
Sure. Yep.
You know, any given year, is it a big deal? No. 50, 60 years? You get the...
House is built in 59.
Yeah, you get the cumulative effect. So, let's just keep moving. So that's like stage 1 roots. That back one, that first one we passed, that's stage 2. Stage 2 is anytime we got more than half the circumference covering, it's a stage 2. And the reason that matters is the stage 2 roots, like technically that's a stage 2,
Because it
just barely at half.
covers.
The reason that matters is because what you get, and you can kind of see a shadow of it up on the upper right, kind of towards 1 o'clock.
Like right here?
That guy right there. So that's what's called a taproot.
Yeah.
And those things are big enough, you can't, it's kind of like an iceberg, you can't see the part that's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that pushes, and this pipe is a clay tile, so it's like a terracotta pot.
Yep.
Right? And it pushes down on those things, and they just keep going towards the water, and they eventually just crush it.
Just crushed.
Yeah. And so that's what we're looking for. I'm looking for wood, of course.
And there's a couple spots where it's just nothing but water.
So what happens there is, pipe goes like this, right?
Yep. Yep.
And
That's kind of what
that's-
what the first guy said. It's just bending like this, and it's just
Yeah.
pooling right here.
Yeah, the problem is, so what happens is, so you flush. All the solids and liquids stay together. They come here at the beginning part of this, and they hit this part, and the water gets displaced out the other side, but all the solids get deposited.
In the bottom.
And then the next, and the next. And some are gonna wash out, the more buoyant ones will wash out,
Yeah.
but the rest of it's gonna just sit. This part looks really good.
I'm assuming this is a pretty steep down angle.
Yeah. So, that's that's a stage 2 kind of separation.
It goes
that we
like
don't
this.
like, yep.
The one that catches all the
Yeah, you're just basically at the backstop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's
It's not a big opening.
no, it's not.
And unfortunately, that usually means that the hub at the bottom part of that broke, because the
So
pressure.
the big bell part.
Yep, and it just
broke,
broke,
and
and
it
this is just gonna keep pushing down.
So that means that there's water getting out.
Yes. And unfortunately, that water is just gonna make things worse.
Yeah, this is the one where he had to take a picture of it because he said he's never seen one that.
Yeah, that's significant. You can see now, but
Yeah.
holy cow. I'll run outside and see if I can figure out where that's